Is my living in vain? Is my giving in vain? Is my praying in vain? Is my fasting in vain? Have I wasted time? Have I let my light shine? Have I lived 99? Are you more his than me? Oh no, of course not. Oh no, of course not. It is not all in vain. It is not all in vain, because of the road is eternal gain. Is my labor in vain? Is my praying in vain? Is my singing in vain? Is my speaking, is it in vain? Well, is my dancing in vain? Is my jumping for joy in vain? Is my labor in vain? Is my singing in vain? Oh no, of course not. No, of course not. It's not all in vain. It's not all in vain, because the road is eternal gain. I was there before you. I took all the chances. Don't you try to tell me about what is really fine. The reason why I do things, why I dance my dances, is because I've been washed in the blood of the wine. The blood of the wine has me almost exploding. Even my sleeping is charged and alive, baptized in streams of air, dreaming my dreams of air. Oh, beneath a sun that rarely shines, somehow saved by song, by money and by water. And you're approaching love, not blood, or the wine. The blood of the wine has me almost exploding. Even my sleeping is charged and alive, baptized in streams of air, dreaming my dreams of air, but no longer thundering, wondering why. And as the world portends to smother and to strangle, to decimate our optimism in unforgiving bind, we mindfully collect ourselves, allow love to us entangle, partake of cum and honey, not of blood or of wine. The blood of the wine has me almost exploding. Even my sleeping is charged and alive, baptized in streams of it, dreaming my dreams of air. Yes, a lightning fulfillment we exemplify. Nice to be here. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
It turns out, Frank, it's not the loneliest night of the week. I suppose I'm lucky that I didn't have to hear her cry, 'cause nothing gets you down like the sound of your girl's goodbye. I want to speak my mind, but I can't find the words. For the life of me, probably for the life of her, I won't be going back to Boise, Idaho. I'm off my game and I've got no more cards to show. I played them all somewhere along the way, and I got called, now there's hell to pay. No one really knows the best way to live your life. There's gotta be a better way than how I've been living my steal my keys if I say I'm about to go. 'Cause nothing's worth the hell I know that I put her through. If I could do it all again, I still wouldn't know what to do. She has a name, she has a way of making everything seem okay. Lord, I'm confused, and I don't know why I ain't going back to Boise, Idaho. Why I ain't going back to Boise, Idaho. Why I ain't going back to Boise, Idaho. I ain't going back to Boise, Idaho. I ain't going back to Boise, Idaho. I ain't going back to Boise. I ain't going back to Boise. Go home now. This is Jacob Duncan playing the saxophone. So many good places to swim around here. Like what? Like what? We jumped in today outside of the book mill. Just to get started. Dove into water that was about that deep. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Why is the lion still here outside? Why is our bravery tested? Haven't we proved that our love can't be moved? Isn't it time we are rested? Why does the lion keep fear so alive instead of just letting us live in harmonious states where we all can just thrive and give what we're able to give? Why does the lion still tear at our legs? How can she still have such hunger? She's fed on our hearts and our tongues, yet still begs through the night, terrorizing our slumber. The minds of our best are kidnapped in prison. Soon they will all disappear. The walls have grown tall, the wildflowers wild, the fate of our striving unclear. Broken and bleeding, bruised and accosted, we wonder if there's hope of winning, and then hope of sleeping. We are so exhausted, and then hope of something beginning to rise from the floor of the rain and hear someone sing. Is it my voice, or better yet, ours? Or everyone's starting to break? Intention that scrubs and that scours the filth from the light, leaving us sparkling bright and preparing the llama's return. Oh, I love you forever tonight, and I will love you forever. You'll learn. Thomas Deacon plays this electric. Thomas has extraordinary self-control, except when it comes to things like beautiful black guitars.
I'm helpless again at
Yeah. Maybe 6 months ago, you said, you should look at these guitars. I think that you would really love them. I just bought one.
The next day.
The next day you
I
bought
went
one. September, so almost a year ago. Gee whiz. We were in Germany.
It was right before we went.
Right before we went to Germany. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, tonight my eyes were hurting as I had strained them all day long. I don't remember waking up. My memory is not that strong. The day was spent walking about and asking questions blindly and silently and not without sense of lapsing dignity. Hey. Last day I was an evil one who suffers dumbly, having fun. Tomorrow God will make me good if I allow her to. She well, I was found again in need and mostly unprotected, 'cause I had spent good time with agree. And the idea of giving was neglected. Feel all right? Leo Shannon is playing the fiddle over here. We took a nap together on the couch a little bit ago. Rocks are buried beneath tons of earth to become diamonds in good faith. With the gift of the sunlight, the kudzu vine goes climbing in good faith. Instruments play, sounds brought forth from the minds of their makers in good faith. These vibrations resound, bringing union and joy to all takers in good faith. In good faith. Open our eyes to a parade of first morning's breaking in good faith. We pray what we see and we hear might be ours for the taking in good faith. rise every day, and we will till our golden star bursts in good faith. Don't we open our hearts and say, Lord, do your best, do your worst in good faith. In good faith. And we place our hands on the faces of our mothers. Don't we do what we can to strike fear from the hearts of our brothers in good faith? In good faith. In good faith. In good faith. Water is fine. Elizabeth Fuchsia playing viola. Play this to, in my experience, the new, revamped, revitalized, and much stronger, more fun Karma Iron Horse. It's good to you. 50 years ago, 50 years from now, gotta lighten your load, gotta put it down. So go to the water and jump right in, wash away your troubles, be yourself again. We go down to the swimming hole where we can both bare our souls, swim all day in the warm sunlight, lay on our backs and watch the stars at night. 'Cause life can be so unkind. Got to leave it all behind. You've got yours and I've got mine. So come on in, the water's fine. Yeah, yeah. Out of reach, there's a lot of good times down on the beach. Take off your wig, take off your clothes, honey, go down to the ocean and get that sand in your toes. 'Cause life can be So find yourself a mountain stream where the air is cool and the water is cool. There ain't no bars on your telephone. Sometimes it's best to pretend you're alone. Later on, the sun goes down, the barred out comes, and your friends come round. We build a fire, scream and start, realize how small we are. Love can be so unkind. You've got to leave it all behind. You got yours, I got mine. Come on in, come on in, water's mine. Life can be so unkind. You got to leave it all behind. You got yours, and I've got mine. I've got mine. Come on in, come on in, water's mine. Easy on it, the water's fine. Cold plunge on in, the water's fine. Leave it to solitude all alone. Only the lonely can be so strong. Never has anyone made such a fuss. Death looks in the window as only death must. Or you will find that with thoughtful action you will rise, never to suffer, never to die. Maybe we'll always be this way. After our horrific night comes bright day, you may want to stay. Lose yourself in another wild night. On and on and on and on. Need to decide who will win this fight. Devil will say your time's come and gone, or you will find that things have come to coincide. Now is the time to die. Maybe we'll always be this way. After our horrific night comes bright day. You may want to stay. Love overcomes nothing, despite what I want to make music all the time, not just in fits and skirmishes. I want to be wholly consumed in rhyme and bend that hoe to her wishes, and squiggle inside of her dark depthest reaches. Behold, behold, beheld what suffering teaches. Behold, beheld what reason rules. Behold, beheld on level fields. Behold, beheld, you fool, how fools. Behold, beheld, behave, be real. You owe me a reason to not fully be mine. Explain to me, let me in on your secret. We're better off pooling the groove that we find. Sharing is nothing to regret. So swallow me wholly, consume all my words. Behold, behold, beheld, it's you who comes first. Behold, beheld what reason rules. Behold, beheld on level fields. Behold, beheld, you fool of fools. Behold, beheld, behave, be real. Then when that rolling death bell knells, we'll have a lovely thing to remember. There's nothing to fear from those crazy bluebells. The mystery is solved, the oval is closed, and everyone we know will be born again. Behold, behold, beheld, the adventure's over. Behold, beheld what reason rules. Behold, beheld on level fields. Behold, beheld, fool of fools. Behold, beheld, behave, be real. Behold, beheld what blossoms bloom. Behold, beheld in fallow field. Behold, beheld in one's own room. Behold, beheld, resolve, reveal. Behold, beheld. Do any of you know who Olivia Wyatt is?
No.
So right now, Olivia is she's sailing solo from Sumatra to Madagascar. And you can follow her on Wilderness of Waves. She has a blog and an Instagram account. She's been trying to post videos of herself on her boat on what she says is one of the more strenuous and challenging sails of her life. That she had sailed at one point from California to Hawaii, and I guess Hawaii then to like the Philippines, and then it ended up in Sumatra. And yeah, so Olivia, once I met her because I was cast in a movie that was sort of shot, never came out, in Brattleboro, Vermont, pretty much. And she played my wife. She was a photographer and a documentarian. She played my wife. We were itinerant people who had squatted somebody's house. And we had a ball, and at one point we came over here to visit Emily Dickinson's grave. Which is one reason I was thinking, also she's like 2/3 of the way into this pretty harrowing journey that she's not shy about telling you how difficult it is. Later, Olivia came to Louisville, Kentucky, and she brought her boyfriend, and she invited me to come have dinner at her, this is my movie wife, Olivia, to her boyfriend's family's house to have New Year's dinner. Went there, it was like a block from where I used to live, and this one mysterious person came into the house and sat down, and it was the quiet member of the family. And then she walked out after dinner, and And like a year later, I married that person. So, Olivia from Arkansas, who I'd met in Vermont because she played my wife, and we saw the Emily Dickinson grave, called back. And then she came to Louisville and introduced me to my real wife, who was a Kentuckian like me, who I lived a block from for 5 years or something like that and had never met before. So this is mostly to say, go to Wilderness of Waves and send Olivia good vibes, because she's got these bright, beautiful eyes, and she's always positive, and she's always very loving, but it just looks like so hard to do what she's doing. But when she gets to Madagascar, she'll be able to hang with lemurs and listen to some of the most exciting music happening today. Here we go. So we're going to ring for Olivia. Someday when it's time to sing, a few of us will gather and raise a voice to anything, because everything matters. And my hand on my mother's hand, and her hand on my daughter's hand on the hand of who will lead us into slaughter. And our voices join the sound of crazy bluebell. And the dust that's gathered in our hearts will be blown and dispersed. Our interest in the darker arts should never come first. Practitioners of love and touch, legalized and Christ, and to fuck you very much to the greedy and the crazed. And our voices join to the sound of crazy bluebell. Ring for Olivia. Ding dong, 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 and flowers from the ends of time are blooming in our hearts. Catastrophe is where you'll find that real self-knowledge starts. Count backwards from the very end until you reach ignition, then blast off into love, my friend, and decimate cognition. And our voices join the sound of crazy bluebell. Bluebells unfurl and make wild noise and tumult they unite. Our prayers are answered and our joys are finally inside. And our voices join the sound of crazy bluebells. How those bells will pound and how our lives will swell. And our voices join the sound of crazy bluebell. Oh, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. scary, we are scared. We've arrived here unprepared. Things are changing, we are learning, though many scary things don't change. We are finding when we're looking, people have obstructed vision, frightened people, always hiding out in their homes upon the range. The human times have come and gone. We must accept our rule is done. Though love is sown and will live on. Come to me, let me see your eyes once more before the storm comes again. And we were born here. We are lucky, that's why we're so bright and plucky. Why we are so hale and hardy. We've been given all the keys. We'll pack up and go to town. That's where it all is going down, where everything is full collapsing, falling right in front of me. The human times have come and gone. We must accept our rule is done. Love is sown and will live on. Come to me, let me see your eyes once more before the storms come again. Well, we are all cogs, we are all dollars, born to starch the old drum. Wealthy's callers, to how much more must we bear witness before we learn a way to be that isn't daunted, is not haunted, is a friend to those unwanted and to those who are most deserving of all our love entirely. The human times have come and gone. We must accept our rule is done. Though love is sown and will live on. Come to me, let me see your eyes once more before the storms come again.
The Zoom tights to you.
Yeah, seriously. Did you eat some dark chocolate? Did you look at the sun directly? I have some saline nasal spray downstairs. I'd be happy to share with you after the show if you're into it.
We'll cross the stream.
We'll cross the streams when we get to it. Well, we read in all the papers of the things that may come. Someone may get mad enough to drop an atom bomb. If one should land nearby, well, while you're sailing through the sky, just sit back, enjoy the ride, and bid the world goodbye. Relax and take it easy. You know what I mean. Don't be nervous, don't get excited. It may all turn out to be just a dream. If you should come home late one night and find a stranger there, hanging out with your little wife, let on that you don't care. Don't get mad and stomp your feet like a jealous husband would. She will say that you are wrong, that you misunderstood. Relax and take it easy. You know what I mean. Don't be nervous, don't get excited. It may all turn out to be just a dream. Then if you should come home late one night and see your garage is on fire, don't worry about saving the family car. Just walk, don't run, and telephone to the fire insurance man. Ease your conscience, pray for rain, stand back and warm your hands. Relax and take it easy. You know what I mean. Don't be nervous, don't get excited. It may all turn out to be just a dream. It may all turn out to be just a dream. The trees, they now surround us with their girth and with their might. Rhizomatic saplings take particular delight. At creeping ever closer, at hemming us all in. With inherent knowledge that the burning will begin. Gasping for black anything we read. Black punishment, black rage, black reply to all and each. My eyes, they look for green in among the trees of hell. There's only black and red and gray as far as I can tell. Satan did dance with me, and I danced right along. just pulled him limb from limb. We stole and violated all that would have been shared and swell. We saw inherent harmony, assumed it was ideal. Yeah, and one tree ripped my stomach out, and one branch tore my heart out, and blowing leaves whipped and tore the skin from off my back. They've seen us come, they'll watch us go and grow around. They've made provisions for a sense of everlasting life. Oh, Satan did dance with me, and I danced right along. Maybe someone purged I'll be by making up this song. If I could, I would draw something beautiful into the holes that were punched into your heart. If I could, I would draw something beautiful into the holes that were punched into your heart. If I could, I would draw something beautiful, so very beautiful, into your heart. Oh, if I could, I would draw something beautiful into the holes that were punched into your heart. If I could, I would lie and tell my mother, my father, brother, and my lover we'd never be apart. But I'd really rather die if I knew that the life once in me could fill the holes punched into your heart. But instead, I must reckon with the fact that I have nothing in this world that could let me even draw something beautiful, so very beautiful, into the holes that were punched into your heart. I must reckon with the fact that I have something in this world that could let me even draw something beautiful. Reckon with the fact that I have something in this world that could let me even draw something Deacon, and to Jacob Duncan, and Leo Shannon, and Elizabeth Fuchsia. Oscar Parsons, right over there, under that green sign. We're also traveling with Stephanie Escoto, who is awesome and wonderful to us. She's our tour manager. A letter came to your door today. You opened it, read it, then threw it away. Didn't want to be reminded of what it had to say. Just as soon go lay on the floor, or beat someone senseless, or watch a cartoon, or open the windows to hide the full moon. Tie yourself down like a genuine loon, becoming one with the monster within. They keep trying to find you, and you run away with your hands over your eyes and your mouth open wide, to the same lonely hole you get lost in each day. In fact, nobody's friend has got nothing inside. The phone on your table is ringing and ringing. You leave it unanswered. What could it be bringing except truth and awareness, and likely unstringing just as soon go lay on the floor, or flesh cut your forearms, or blow out your brains, or open your windows to torrential rains, ensuring an unending flow of raw pain, becoming one with the shadows within. They keep trying to find you, and you run away with your hands over your eyes and your mouth open wide, to the same lonely hole you get lost in each day. In fact, nobody's friend has got nothing inside. Someone is at your door. She's knocking and knocking. Your sense of contentment is reeling and rocking. It's not worth the pain to even think of unlocking. Just as soon stay down on the floor and watch the night come and watch the light change. Ignore everything that is frightening or strange. Allow isolation to fully derange, becoming one with the darkness within, which has never been anyone's friend. They keep trying to find you, and you run away with your hands over your eyes and your mouth open wide, to the same lonely hole you get lost in each day. In fact, nobody's friend has got nothing inside.
it's going to be one of the last little places good people in.
As the climate changes. Everyone walks to a certain point, then turns around. How far you go just depends on the time that you've got. Time is a killer, like it's good buddies love, light and sound. Your best bet is sitting right next to you, like it or not. Everyone enough to quench my needs. Okay, family friendly? Yeah, all right, good. That sounds good. Sitting at the bar with a drink or two, telephone rings and it's you know who is gonna get his ass chewed tonight. Well, I never liked sleeping out in the yard, but crawling up the stairs is too damn hard. Besides, I don't think I can make it that far, so I'm sleeping with the dogs tonight. Sleeping with the dogs tonight, howling at the moon. Feels like the morning light always comes too soon. I'm all bark and she's all bite. I'm sleeping with the dogs tonight. She said if I don't get home soon, there may not be a home to get home to. My little firecracker has a really short fuse that don't take much to light. And I could give up half of everything that I own and stay right here. Just get stoned or obey my master. Go home, go home. I'm sleeping with the dogs tonight. I'm sleeping with the dogs tonight. Howling in the moon. Seems like the morning light always comes too soon. I'm all bark and she's all bite. I'm sleeping with the dogs tonight. This boy's night out has been real fun, but now the good times are almost done, because when she gets this way, I better run if I want to see her smile. Because if she don't see me pulling in, she said she called her ex-boyfriend. It's that fella you heard that just got out of the pen. Boys, I may not be back for a while. I'm sleeping with the dogs tonight. Now under the moon. Seems like the morning light always comes too soon. I'm on bar and she's all mine. I'm sleeping with the dogs tonight. Said I'm all bark and she's all bite. I'm sleeping with the dogs tonight. We're going to say goodnight, and we're going to say goodnight by asking you to sing with us. What we're going to do is we're going to sing a little song that's easy to learn, it's really short, and we'll sing it again and again. You may have never heard the song, that's fine. It was born from one of your own, Tim Erickson. He's not here, because he's picking this kid up at the airport, apparently. But he came like in a pinch in the days when people were still getting sick and infecting other people, I thought I was supposed to come up to Western Mass to sing some songs. And I had a friend who was a Sacred Harp singer who was planting bushes in my backyard, and I said, what if I go up there and everyone who's supposed to sing with me is sick? And he said, I know someone you could sing with. It's Tim. And so I called Tim. And I taught him these little songs that were really short that he could learn and we could teach to the audience. And it was really fun. And then about 4 months later, he sent me a YouTube video of himself with the great and wonderful Laurel Primo doing a song, and he said, I like that model of song. I wrote one, and it's better than any of the ones that I had come up with. So we're all going to do it together tonight. In the wilderness, in the wilderness, with 100,000 $100 bills, we could build a fire, we could build an impermanent dwelling. We could stitch together some kind of uncomfortable paper suit. In the wilderness, in the wilderness, that's it. In the wilderness, in the wilderness, with 100,000 $100 bills, we could build a fire, we could build an impermanent dwelling. We could stitch together some kind of uncomfortable paper suit. In the wilderness, in the wilderness, in the wilderness, in the wilderness, with 100,000 $100 bills, we could build a fire, we could build an impermanent dwelling. We could stitch together